Yeah, so we launched yesterday from Lee's Ferry, which is a starting point for Grand Canyon River trips. And we went down about 20 miles. We had to get our safety talk and get everyone outfitted with the gear and the dry bags and such. And then we spent the night at North Canyon at mile 20 downriver. And now we've spent, I guess we're down here at like mile 58 or so in the Grand Canyon. We're a couple miles upstream of the Little Colorado confluence, so we'll see that tomorrow. And so, yeah, day 2 of a 6-day rafting trip through the Grand Canyon with geology folks, aficionados, and our outfitter, which is Western River Expeditions. So we run down the river in a one big boat, kind of a big pontoon boat with guides and such, and work our way downstream and hit the rapids and do some side hikes and such. Yeah, so 2 years ago, I'm a rafter myself, but I knew getting a Grand Canyon permit probably wasn't going to be likely.
Right.
And because it's such a lottery system.
Yeah.
And even if I had a permit, I would probably be a little bit nervous going through all some of those rapids on my own. It's really big water, pretty challenging.
Totally.
It's pretty committing. And so I thought, well, you know, not getting any younger, might as well just go all in with a commercial outfit. Didn't have the time to do a longer trip, like a 2 or 3 week trip.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, let's do something that people can do. So found Western River Expeditions, nosed around a little bit and found that they were really good outfits. It's a 6-day trip, so they take you down for 6 days on a motorized rig, and then once we end up kind of through the meat of the Grand Canyon, we helicopter out and they get you back to where you started. So it's working great because the company needs to book these private charter trips, and I'm able to get those booked pretty easily with YouTube viewers and just the outreach. And so It was really good fortune that you were able to come on the trip with us.
We are loving it. Liz and I are both here, and Western River Expeditions, you gotta love it. This episode brought to you by Western Rivers Expeditions. All right.
Yeah.
So you're booked out 2 years. Do you no commitments beyond that, maybe, as far as how many years you're going to try to do this? If somebody watches this, they're like, holy cow, I can go down with Shawn Willsey in the Grand Canyon?
Right. I mean, I think I'd like to keep doing it. I mean, obviously coming to the Grand Canyon is a destination for a geologist and something, it's a landscape and a place that's special to me on a lot of levels. And so I'd like to think I could keep doing this for the foreseeable future. So I think we'll keep doing one of these trips per year.
Good.
For a while.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is it worth it going up on that point, or can we just do some stratigraphy here? Like,
Probably here we're going to roast, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah. You know, to some folks, it's just a bunch of cliffs of various colors, but they're different stratigraphic layers formed by different depositional environments. And it is fun to get to know them and keep track of them, because as you go down river, they come and go. There's faults and other structures that, you know, bring older rocks up higher, younger rocks get pushed down. And so it does alternate a little bit. So maybe we could start with, I guess we could start at the top.
Good.
So at the top of the rim there, we're still in Marble Canyon, which is a more narrow section of the Grand Canyon. Tomorrow we'll head into the broader, wider, more magnificent section. But the rim rocks up there are the Kaibab limestone. It's Permian age, 260 million years old. It's a limestone, so it's formed from the ocean and a marine environment. That's the rim rock. And then that actually grades into, it's a big cliff here.
Right.
But really there's 3 units there. The Kaibab at the top, another unit called the Toroweap Formation, and then the big unit there at the bottom of that first cliff is the Coconino Sandstone. So that's a wind-blown sand dune deposit, also from the Permian.
Nice.
Then as we work our way below that, there's a slope-forming unit that's a little hard to see here, but it's mostly really red mudstones, floodplain deposits. That's the Hermit Shale.
Okay.
Another section of cliffs and ledges, the Supai Group, and then this big prominent cliff here, the largest single cliff in the Grand Canyon, is the Redwall Limestone, a Mississippian-aged, 350 or so million years ago, another one of these marine environment deposits. And then below that we have the Cambrian Muav limestone, and then below that, a little hard to see, the Bright Angel Shale. So that's how far we are down in the stack of rocks here. Yeah, the Supai group is a big package of really diverse sedimentary rocks. So you've got sandstones in there, you've got some softer mudstones and shales, or even some limestones and conglomerates. It's a real melange of different units. And the more resistant units, like some of the sandstones, conglomerates, and limestones, will make the cliffs, and those softer units will make some of the slopes there. So it's kind of a ledgy type of formation. It's called the red wall because those red rocks above in the Supai group and the Hermit Shale have iron oxides that give them their color. And as the rain and the slope wash from flash floods pours over the red wall cliff, it actually stains the outer surface of it a little bit more of a reddish hue, but it's actually a gray limestone when you look at it on a fresh surface. The Grand Canyon is just an absolute geologic marvel. It's the showcase for so many of the geologic processes we teach about and learn about.
Yeah.
And I think it's special. I think this is a special experience because getting people into the canyon is the best way to appreciate its scale, to really spend time with it in that kind of intimate way. And a river trip's the best way to do it because you know it's not too much work. You've got the water nearby. You can bring beer and whatever in the cooler. But it allows you to spend more time with the river and the rocks and in the canyon, exploring the side canyons and the hikes up them. And so I think being in the landscape, you get a better sense of how it formed, a better context for kind of like how it all fits together. They take great care of you. We eat like kings and queens. I think our oldest participant's 78. And our youngest one is maybe mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
And so we have a good 50 or so year age gap or span amongst the participants. And as long as you're willing to be able to, camp and, roll with the punches and be outside in nature, I think just about anyone can do this. I think people are enjoying this once in a lifetime opportunity.
Well, thank you so much for making it possible for Liz and I, Shawn.
Oh, no, it's been wonderful having you guys here. You guys have been great.
Appreciate the invitation. This is what it looks like after 3 days on the river. The key geologic unit here, or the key geologic feature, is right at the bottom of that white layer and at the top of this darker layer. This is a good look at the boundary between the Tapete sandstone above and the Vishnu schist below. The Tapete is sandstone, soft, and it's less than 600 million years old. And the Vishnu schist, the very dark rock with the red stripes, is more than 1.5 billion years old. So we have more than 1 billion years, with a B, more than 1 billion years of time missing right at this boundary. It's known as the Great Unconformity. So here's home tonight for Liz and I. There's one extra long cot that's been reserved for me. Life gets pretty simple when you are on the river.
Oh boy. Real deal.
I don't have my second mic with me at the moment, otherwise I'd throw it on again. Are you wearing, you're wearing merch.
Got the merch on.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
We need to have the merch conversation next.
Yeah. The morning of day 4. Just had breakfast. By now, everyone knows their jobs. They know the rhythm of setting up camp and breaking down camp. To peat sandstone in the sun, Vishnu schist in the shade, but not for long. Little ribbons of granite and pegmatite shooting up through the Vishnu schist, Precambrian in age. Looking downriver, that's the north rim of the Grand Canyon in early morning sun, the red wall limestone making up the steepest cliffs midway up, and the 2 beige layers at the top. The coconino makes a beautiful ledge. Let me zoom in. The coconino sandstone with some major crossbeds is not the top layer, but the one that's most obvious in the morning light. The beige stair step that's down from the top, in other words. And then the top layer is the famous Kaibab limestone at 260 million years old. And to me, the most interesting and perplexing question of this whole Grand Canyon is, when exactly did the Colorado River start to cut down through all this stuff? Seems like that's still an open question after all these years. It's still an open question. It's where Liz and I slept last night. And we're all camping on Colorado River sand that was brought down and dumped here from flood events. Friday night. Saturday night, our last night in the Grand Canyon. There's so much action and so much to be part of, so much to experience without thinking about a camera. This might be the time to say thanks for watching this Grand Canyon video. Thanks to Shawn Willsey. Thanks to the Western River Expedition Group. Very impressive experience. Thank you. Goodbye.